Hi again. In this short video, we'll take a look at adding a class book and a digital template into an assignment. I like to add them together because that way, here's my digital template. You will see this is where they will do their work. So they will answer their questions here and solve, say this is a circle map for Classcraft. Once they're done with this, they're going to go File, Download as a JPEG. You'll see this is going to drop to the bottom here, and it'll be at the bottom of their Chromebook. And then I like them to put it into the class book. So here you see I have a class book. And in the assignment, they will have access to put this into the class book. They will come down and they will find their slide. So say we'll go to Gabriel's. You just right click in the background. You say change background. You say choose an image. You grab your image that you downloaded as a JPEG earlier and you drag it up into the circle. Hopefully this is going to do it. There we go. And then you just push done. And so now the work that that student has done is now into our class book. And this is what a class book would look like. I changed the title, so I put Classcraft Circle Map. I put a little picture on the front there for the cover. This is what the first student's work looked like. This was Diana B. This is Karen's work right here. So she wrote what the things she liked about Classcraft or how she felt about it. This is the one that I just inserted. This one is Julian, so he has a different background and he has his ideas that he wrote. And then here's Ray's. And so this is a class book that has all of their circle maps that are completed and put into this book so that I can come quickly and check to see how they're doing, or if they're finished or not finished, and help them to make corrections. It is put in as a JPEG, so you cannot modify or change anything in this class book as far as the students' work. They'll have to go back, modify their work, and then put the image back in that has the completed work on it. So that's what I like to do with my class. I like to have an assignment that has a digital thinking map or digital learning template along with a class book, which I talked about in the last video, creating your own class book. I make sure that each student gets a copy of their digital learning template. If you don't do that, they will all be working on the same template. So you need to put, each student will get their own copy. So to make a class assignment, what you do is you just go to the toolbox. The code is B6E-FE2. And then you scroll down and you will make a copy of your class book. So you'll click on class book and you will go to File, Make a Copy. So I click File, Make a Copy. And this will send a copy to my Google Drive. So I might change this to, I'm just going to say sample for now. And so you'll see over here on this one, if I go to my Google Drive, you'll see that the book that I just made a copy of is now copied right here, sample. So you want to change the title like I did over here with CGI Bagels. You'll want that so if they make a class portfolio, they'll be able to find their work in the specific books. So here's my class book that I created. I'm now going to go back and find a digital template that I want to use also. If I'm going to use a circle map, I'll click on this circle map digital template, and I will do the same thing. I will say File, Make a Copy, change the title over here. I'm just going to say Sample, and then I'm going to push OK. And I'm going to exit out of these tabs at the top, and this one over here. Okay. So now that I have my two samples, I have my digital template here, and I have my class book template here. Once I modify them and change the titles and the names on them, then I will come to my class right here. I will click on the plus sign over here in the corner, and I will say create a class assignment. And I'm just going to type in sample. You would type in the name of whatever it is. You'll change the date over here. I like to make the dates on there for a while, so I come here, click to a date. Then you click on this one, which will take you to the G Drive, and you're going to grab your digital template first right here. So I'm going to click on that, say add, And you need to make sure when you make the assignment that it says make a copy for each student. Otherwise, they'll all be working on the same copy and you'll have to go back and remake the assignment. And then I'm going to add my class book. So I click here once again and I find my class book sample, push add. And this one I want to make sure that they can edit it. That way they will be able to put their work into the class book. I can add a YouTube video if I want to, or a link to any sort of information that they might be using for this assignment. And then you just push assign and it will be added to your classroom assignments at the top of the page. So if I scroll up here to the top, you'll see here's my sample assignment. Here's my digital thinking map that they will be using. And here is my class book. So they're ready to go. They'll just click on that and they'll modify their circle map and then they will put it into the class book through the process that I showed you earlier. Hope you enjoy it and thanks for taking the time.